Hello Twitter world, this is Herbert A. Brown Jr. Focus Winner. Today's topic is spiritual, not religious. Say what? Now usually I give these messages only when God moves me to give the message. I was sleeping real good one night and God really shook me out of a good sleep and said I must deliver this message. So when that message is so strong from God, I know I'm not going to just do what I want to do. I'm going to do what God asked me to do and deliver this message. Now I hear spiritual, not religious all the time. I see it online dating. I hear it almost like 5 or 6 times a day from various people. What God wants you to know is that in following His will, there's no one foot out and one foot in. There's no cherry picking the Bible to pick out of the Bible what you like and live your own will. There's only one way, God's will. If you follow God's will and word, you will have a life of joy, a life of serenity, a life of calmness. You will not be filled with anxiety. You won't have that trepidation. You won't have that negativity about the future. You know, if you follow God's will, you are being directed in life. You're being directed to a joyful, fulfilled life. You are being directed by your every step when you follow God's will and word. Now there's 2 paths to life. There's the narrow path of following God's will, and there's the wide path of doing your own will. On the wide path, you see many of your friends, many of your family. They're giving high fives to each other. They're knuckling up to each other. There's a lot of people on the wide path. Then on the narrow path, you see only a few committed people to God's will. I'm telling you, it's well worth it to stay on that narrow path, to stay on the path of God. Because if you stay on that narrow path, you will live a life that's directed. You will live a life of serenity. You will live a life of calmness. You won't have the negativity, the anxiety, the trepidation of the wide path. But the narrow path is well worth it because you are being directed in life. So, there's no one foot in, one foot out. There's no cherry picking the Bible. There's only God's will. You can't say, I am spiritual, not religious, because that's a one foot in, one foot out philosophy. There's only one will, God's will.